Alright, today is January 7th, 2008. We're going to cover a short today on OmniVision Technologies, ticker OVTI. It's a NASDAQ stock. As you can see, you had a consolidation range from the previous day. Considerable gap down through the whole number of 13. Then you had this big red bar here with high volume. Now if you notice, you kind of had a green bar that suggested that the downward momentum was over, but it quickly rolled. The swing low on this, I believe, was 1260 or 1270 or so, somewhere in that area. So I saw the break here, but the tape was somewhat choppy. So I was waiting on some acceleration to the downside through 1267. So this is the tape. It worked out pretty well, and I hope you find it informative. Alright, as you can see, decent volume here. Alright, now the bids are higher than the sells right now, but that's going to quickly change. You see that red come in there. So I saw it was a good shot of it potentially breaking down. And then we got a little more follow through at the 1266 level. So you're seeing some good red in the tape. However, it is somewhat choppy. Red, green, and the buyers aren't really running away. So, we didn't want to give it too much time here to get underway. But you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles here. Out of these 7, only 1 is green. So odds are it's going to continue lower. As you notice, increase in volume on this downward move. You can see the slope here. And again, heavily traded stock. This is the 10 bar average for the volume. So we're doing 132,000 shares per 5-minute bar. So again, a high volume stock. And it kind of slowed down here a bit, but the general momentum was down, and it has pretty high volume. So odds are you're going to continue lower. Now check this out here. You have the sellers at 4,000 by 1,000. So I could tell that it still had the downward momentum going. It cleared the next 10-cent increment, which was 1260. So I used that as an opportunity to get out 500 shares because we're short 1,000, as you can see here. So we got out 500 shares at 1258. It's going to fill here shortly. Alright, so that basically gave us 8 cents of cushion because we got in at 1266. So then we can put our stop well above our entry to kind of give us some breathing room on the remaining 500 shares. Now some buyers tried to come in at 1260, but again, the buying didn't have any real sign of strength. So it was clear that the stock was going to continue lower. And if you see here, we placed our stop. This blue line represents our current stop. So of course, with these cheaper stocks, anything less than 20 or 30 bucks, they're going to play the 50-cent increments and 25-cent increments, as the more expensive stocks will play the whole numbers. So the next area of support we were looking for in OVTI was 1250. And again, we use the time and sells and the level 2 to kind of confirm that the momentum is going in our direction. But as you can see, this is very busy. It's giving a lot of false signals, but it's not making any strong counter moves. So this gives us the confidence that we need to stay in the position. Alright, flip back over here. You can see you're coming through 1250. You have the sells 3 by 1. You see a lot of red in the tape. It starts to accelerate down. You're starting to see a little green here. 1240, 1241, 1242. It's kind of stalling at that level, right? So it's not really cutting through 1240. It's kind of sitting there a bit. But you have decent red. So I use this as an opportunity to kind of unload another 250 shares because we're long. Oh, excuse me, short 1,000 shares from 1266, which is right here. So we just got out another 250, as you can see here, at 1242 filled, which means we have a remaining, as you can see, 250 shares short from 1266. So our next logical target, since we were able to get through 1250, the next logical target on OBTI is the whole number, which is $12 even. As I've been saying in previous videos, targets are there as a guide, but we don't stick to them. Check out this red in the tape here, right? So you can see the momentum is still to the downside, and still have not produced a green candle from this guy right here. So all legends go, still extremely bearish. As you can see here, the 10-period average of the volume has increased. It was 135 or 136,000 shares a couple of bars back. You can see now it's increased to 154,000. So it's another sign that the selling has strength, as there's more sellers participating in the downward move. So we fast forward the video a bit. We're approaching the $12 whole number here. And the tape's starting to slow up a bit. And it's starting to get a lot of green. Starting to get some red. And sometimes stocks will try to have some sort of bounce prior to the whole number when they're relatively cheap. So you can see a good amount of red here. And this is $131 in profit and only 250 shares over $12 stock. So it's really good. So you don't want to get too greedy here because we've been able to eat the profits all the way down. So we just put the limit order out here to cover the remaining shares in the position. And I believe it's supposed to get us all out pretty soon. Oh, that's right. I took out 125 shares here, excuse me. Did 125, which still left 125 on. Because I had the feeling that, it was going to potentially stop here, so I wanted to give it a chance. But it really began to slow up. As you can see, at these levels you want to see some momentum. So it started to bounce around a bit. I didn't really want to risk it. Made some really good profit on it. So shortly here we're going to get out the rest of it. Decent selling, but as you can look in the level 2, you're starting to get some buyers in the market here. Alright, close out the rest at 12.15, as you can see here. That's pretty much the end of that trade. The key thing to remember here is you have a stock that had strong downward momentum, heavy volume going of the move that you're in, and you also use the candles to kind of give some indication that this thing is really bearish. There aren't any green candles, so that kind of gives you the I guess not the safety net, but security in knowing that you're on the right side of the market. The last thing I want to really point out is that while we were looking for $12, we weren't tied to it. So the minute that OBTI started to show that it had some signs of strength, we were able to get out of the position. And the other key thing to remember is pay yourself as stocks go in your direction, right? You don't want to just short it here and let it run and just keep waiting for the whole number. I mean, you can do that, but you want to take profits along the way. This way, in the event that the stock turns and shoots strongly against you, you have something to show for it. So a key in the market, a key of being successful in the market, is paying yourself as the market goes in your direction. Alright, hope you found this video informative, and I'll make sure I produce some more this week. Alright, take care. Good luck trading.